Hey, it's the Empire. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon for more videos. We taking over. Let's go, champ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's go. Hey, it's the Empire, Geoboxing Empire, Boxer Boxing. Now, man, my boy Jarrett Swift Hurd, man, he turned 30, man. He turned 30 August 31st. And, I sent my boy a happy birthday gift, man. I said, happy birthday, champ. He retweeted it, got a couple likes. And then PBC wished him happy birthday as well. The champ retweeted that as well. And here comes Jermell, the Lion Charlo, man. Lil Charlo. He comes on and trashes Jarrett Hurd on his birthday, man. And this is what he said, man. He said he has the middle finger, two of them up. And he says, Hurd, little bitch ass. Hashtag me, Mel Charlo, run 154, hashtag Lions only. Now, this is wild stuff, man. It's wild stuff, man. Jermell Charlo has no chill. Earlier this year, he was getting hype on his own brother, and now he's getting hype on the former unified IBF WBA world champion Jarrett Swift Hurd. Now, this is a really big deal, man. Jarrett Hurd has always been a superstar in boxing. Extremely accomplished for the amount of fights he has, and there was no two notes for the guy. The guy was always fighting the best of the best, and he went from Austin Trout with Tony Harrison and a TKO knockout. We already seen what happened with Tony Harrison when he fought Jermell Charlo. We already seen what happened when that happened, right? Tony Harrison took care of Jermell Charlo, but Tony Harrison got stopped by my boy Jarrett Swift Hurd. And then after that, he went from Tony Harrison to Austin Trout, beat him up, right? Then he fought Arizona Laura, beat him. Then he went on to fight Jason Wilborn, knocked him out. Now, Jarrett Hurd, this is what happens when you get the best of the best fighting. When the best fight the best, you're gonna take an L eventually. And with Julian, his only loss to Julian J. Williams, right? And it was a fight where Jarrett Hurd was on a run. He was on a run. And I think he may have underestimated Julian Williams, and his team did as well. How did I know that? Well, as soon as he lost to Julian J. Williams, he let go of his whole team, his coach, everyone. Everyone was let go because they weren't taking him seriously. And there's some things that, there's a lot of things that Jarrett Hurd could have did better, right? There's a lot of things that Jarrett Hurd could have did better. There's no advice in between rounds. There was no, hey, get your toes in box. There was no guidance from them when he was losing that fight. And that's what your corner is supposed to do. In the middle of a fight, they're supposed to tell you what to do. They weren't doing anything. They kept saying, oh, you're doing good, you're doing good, you're doing great. No, and that's why he lost the fight. It was a lack of experience from his team and his corner, and they just didn't know what to do when he started losing the fight. This is a case that I believe that the fighter is better than the trainer, and the trainer really couldn't do anything for Jarrett Hurd, and it showed because Jarrett Hurd, he's an athlete and he mostly walks through his opponents. He's more of a natural athlete than a complete boxer. He's a walk you down type guy, wear and tear you kind of guy. And Jarrett Hurd, he's a really tall fighter. If you actually look at him, he looks extremely tall. That being said, if he just boxed a little more, he'd be basically invincible. Now back to Jarrett Hurd and my boy Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo took an L from Tony Harrison, and in my opinion, Tony Harrison's a poor man Jarrett Hurd. Tony Harrison, the way he beat Jermell Charlo was just walking him down, throwing a lot of punches. That's all he did. Tony Harrison does not hit harder than Jarrett Hurd. Tony Harrison does not have a better chin than Jarrett Hurd. And Tony Harrison doesn't throw as many punches as Jarrett Hurd. I think, and as well, Tony Harrison's a smaller fighter, right? Tony Harrison has every single con you can put on Tony Harrison. It's a plus for Jarrett Hurd, right? Bigger fighter, throws more punches, has a better chin, and he hits harder, a lot harder. and plus, he's more varied in his combinations. Combinations are much better as well. So that being said, man, I still think that if Jarrett Hurd ever fought Jermell Charlo, he would have a really good chance of stopping him. And the only thing really do, Jarrett Hurd, is to really get a boxing trainer to become a better fighter. But besides that, I think that this fight can at least go to decision, and I think that the sheer volume of a Jarrett Hurd will give him problems just based off the Tony Harrison fight. Now, we're gonna see what happens. It seems like Jermell Charlo still wants to see a Hurd versus Jermell fight, and I think that Hurd should really take a big level fight at 154 to become mandatory, because it's shocking that he's a unified champion and he should be high. In my opinion, he should be higher in the rankings. He's been inactive since that loss to Julian J. Rock Williams, but he's got another team, so we'll see how he moves his career from here. But he needs one big win, because what's going to happen is he can beat a Jermell Charlo, but he's going to be overshadowed if he doesn't start fighting these big names soon. People need to be talking about him again. But anyway, man, let me know how you guys feel about Jermell Charlo trashing Jarrett with Hurd. It seems like Jermell Charlo, Hurd's still in his mind, because he knows he's a dangerous fighter, and it's all facts. It's all facts. When you talk about Jermell Charlo, there's not too many fights at 154 that's more intriguing than a Jarrett Hurd versus Jermell Charlo, because a lot of people were high on Jermell Charlo until he took that L. People swore on in God's green earth that this guy could never lose, and look what happened. Let me know how you guys feel about it, though. Like, comment, subscribe. It's the Empire, Geoboxing Empire. Peace.